Will UFL on PC be crossplay with console? This question has been on my mind for quite a few days, weeks, ever since UFL has been released. If you're not aware, the PC release for UFL is in fact first quarter of the new year, which is 2025. So it could be January, February or March, which is Q1 if you are not aware about that. I've been trying to figure out, I've been researching all over articles and whatnot about this whole question, whether UFL on PC will have crossplay. To summarize that whole point and that question, what I gathered, there will be, but it will probably not be at launch. If you're not aware, crossplay is already integrated at launch for UFL. Majority of the games previously have not had this. Obviously, I remember in FIFA 22 we were begging for EA to have crossplay for clubs, for Ultimate Team, and obviously they did like a whole guinea pig test for FIFA 23. It wasn't 100% there, but it was there for PC and the next gen consoles. It took them a year to develop that into within PC and obviously console. They made that whole EA network dashboard thing that they did, which is a pretty cool thing, I must say. Even though it was really buggy for 2 years, they eventually got it right to where it should be. That's just an example of how EA have done it. You can see from their model as well that PC can play with console. It's only the next gen consoles though, because obviously PC only have the next gen version. But the one downside and the one issue that EA have been having over the years of me playing PC FIFA has been that the anti-cheat has prevented the whole crossplay when it comes to transfer market. If transfer market was all together in one with the next gen consoles for PC players, it would have been 10 times better than it being its own separate market. That's the only one downside and issue that PC players are getting affected by, because the anti-cheat doesn't actually work. So going back to UFL's model of the game itself, the transfer market for one isn't actually a live auction. If you look at the transfer market on UFL, it's not a live auction where you bid players, where you buy players, where you snipe players. It's actually a place where you look at the players and you're working towards buying those players for your club, for your team. You can grind out XP, get the currency that you need, and obviously evolve that player further on than its current rating. If you compare the two models, PC will in fact have the chance to be crossplay on PC. But the one downside will probably be because UFL are releasing PC at a later time, it being in 2025, instead of launching it with console. That means developing will take a bit longer. That means things will take a bit longer than it seems, which isn't a bad thing. And that's probably because they didn't realize and they didn't know that PC actually has a whole fan base and a community that want to play this game, right? And if you haven't seen my last videos about UFL and you haven't seen the whole presentation that happened, UFL themselves have said it. They're very excited to step in the realm of PC. It's just a complete whole different idea that they had, and that's why it's probably taken quite a bit longer to develop the PC side. With the whole developing taking a bit longer, I believe on launch, this is from my research, at launch PC will not be crossplay with console. So you can't play obviously with your friends on console, so you'll be grinding against PC players. Maybe there'll be an anti-cheat that will prevent us playing with console players. I highly doubt that, because obviously Fortnite have done it since launch, Call of Duty have done it quite a few years now. The anti-cheat that's been done in those games have been here for years and whatnot, right? So going back to EA's point about transfer market not being compatible with PC and next gen, I think EA are just making excuses for that said reason, so that they don't oversell on PC than their actual current market, which is console. Going back to now UFL's point about crossplay, yes, it will probably have crossplay, but it might not be at launch. It might be a few months after launch, because that's just how it's probably going to play out. That's probably how it's going to pan out. This is from, once again, my research, and this is from my obviously digging in deep with articles and whatnot and what's been said online. We have a bright future for this free-to-play UFL game, and if you guys haven't played it yet, and you guys have a console, please, I highly recommend you guys play it. Give your feedback, because UFL are in fact listening. I don't know if they're watching any of my videos, and if they are, hello, please comment. I'd like to know if you guys are. If you're not, then fair enough. But when it comes to the whole crossplay realm of things, I highly doubt that UFO will not be crossplay between PC and console, just because of the model and the examples that I've just given with EA. If EA can do it, if Fortnite can do it, and Call of Duty can do it, why can't UFL? You know, it'll probably be a bumpy road with matchmaking and whatnot, but eventually UFL will nail it and get it all right. I guess just trust the process, like Mikel Arteta has said, over 5 years and only won 1 trophy, you know. But it could be a Mikel Arteta situation, or it could be a Pep Guardiola winning 6 Premier Leagues in a row, you know what I mean? Like, it can happen. And so far it's getting to that stage where, because we're so fed up with EA's constant like issues and constant just crap, we're so impatient with UFL. We need to give it time, guys. That's all I'm gonna say. Especially if you're a PC player. If you're a PC player, please give it time. It's not going to be a 100% job straight away. Subscribe to keep up to date with all the UFL PC news. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Take care and peace.